been around and know what I'm saying. So it's not a fan base, man. You know, look at club. You know what I mean? You either with it or you're not with it. Here's to the story. That's Rodney's story. And big up to Duas. Now, today we're going to be talking about the fact that some parents have a tendency to like giving their children a pick a side kind of atmosphere. So, in order for you to be the favored parent or the favorite parent, you try somehow or the other to be more liked and likable. So usually you'd have said no, but to make sure now that, yeah, you want to be more liked, you say yes. And eventually what starts to happen is that children realize early that parents can be pit against each other. And as soon as you say who that, strife and problem. It is important for you to have a unified front. Very, very unified. Because anywhere in there that children believe that they have a little crack, a little crevice, they will play games against each other as well, right? When we find more than one sibling, that is another thing to make sure that they get the greatest attention. And chances are, when you separate, that is when things start to get on bad. Because now that you don't live in the same house, one parent is trying to get out the other parent. So the rules we used to have together in the same house, all of a sudden, you turn around now and start to say, oh, well, all right. You want to stay out late? Stay out late. Or you want to stay up late and watch TV till all hours? Fine. But when you go back home, because you probably have one of the parents, that's really where you're domiciled, you discover that you've gone back to the same rules. So now the problem is, now him say, when him go daddy house, him can stay till any hour. And when he want it, no. Why you don't want that? A lot of the time what starts happening is that the adults in the game are trying to play against each other and using a child to see who can one up and who can be better than the other one and who can be more liked. Your children are not your friends. That's the first thing. And you shouldn't be enemies just because the relationship don't necessarily work out. But for those who are together and in the same house, yes, daddy, we know you might have weak to the youth and you try with him. But if the principle is the principle, stick to it. Believe me, children are more likely to follow discipline and to follow rules and to understand order when both parents stick to the same script. Even if you find yourself in a situation where you have to say no, and no, it's just no. I can tell you, it's so much easier sometimes when one child knows to go to one parent and they sell the story. So we say, you want to go out? All right, explain it to me. And then they come back. And when they come back, so what your mother say? XYZ, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. So explain to me now. And when you finish, you say, well, you see the reason why you did here now? All right. So, well, the answer is no. Simple. But you can't simply be saying, all right, you know what? Don't worry yourself, man. You're all right. You can go. But nobody tell your mother. Or even now you start hearing the argument. Yeah, me know you did say no. But Lord, man, this, that, and blah, 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 and you have 100 reasons why you did say yes. Children sit down and study these things. When if you stop going like, you never play these very same games now for you and understand why it is that the rift was only made worse. Because they're always at loggerheads about who right, who wrong, who say yes, who say no. Try to be a team. Alright? Don't get into this habit of making your children help you pit one another against each other. It don't make sense. But the most important thing is to stick to the principles of the arguments or the reasoning or the situation and stop trying to be the favorite. It's simple. Just be the parent. Hey, here's to the story. That's Rodney's story.